And so the numbers is finally working. Hooray! Yay! So excited. But Fantastic Four is the number one movie of the week. But we have some red flags about this movie. It isn't performing the numbers I think Disney wants it to do. It didn't even make $100 million internationally, which I find pretty funny. Is that only $216 million internationally. So this movie is actually opening lower globally and domestically than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and this movie could be another Brave New World all over again. Yes, another Brave New World. We can compare this side by side with Brave New World, and Brave New World, which came out as well. This movie did not too good, okay, as well. And Fantastic Four, a lot of people are anticipating the comeback, basically, but this movie is performing globally on par with Brave New World, because Brave New World had a very big international opening, okay. I think this movie will probably make more money than Brave New World, but Marvel needs to be making more money on these movies, especially considering the fact that this is supposed to be the Deadpool and Wolverine. With that movie, if we compare it to Deadpool and Wolverine, destroys Fantastic Four out of the water. Okay? As much as I don't really like Deadpool and Wolverine that much, the movie still defeats Fantastic Four very easily. Okay? As well. Okay? Yeah. The movie costs the same as Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We could be seeing, if this movie does do poorly day to day, like tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, well, this is going to be a big problem for Disney, because this movie should be doing 160 million, 170 million, even 150 million. But no, it's doing worse than Superman. Okay? It's doing worse than Superman. Okay? And Superman, to many, was seen as a pretty bad opening. Okay? It's doing worse than Superman. Yes, Superman is being the Fantastic Four as well. And Superman had great day-to-day holds, which made it make a lot of money despite its pretty mediocre opening for one of the greatest icons in American history. Okay? But Fantastic Four, it's just not good. If it does beneath Superman by 4 to 5 million tomorrow, we can definitely tell you that this is gonna be another Ant-Man and the Wasp catastrophe at the box office. Okay, another Ant-Man and the Wasp catastrophe as well. Okay, yeah, which will be very bad for Marvel, very bad for Disney as well. Okay, because they were hoping this movie would blow everyone out of the water like Deadpool and Wolverine did. Okay, Deadpool and Wolverine was originally expected to only open to 120 million, but that movie overperformed so much because people wanted to go see it that it made a lot more money than it was supposed to. It became one of the highest openings in the MCU as well. But it seems that movie seems to be a fluke, and we're going back to the mediocre openings as well. But there was one other movie we forgot. Our favorite Marvel movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yes, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, on its first week, globally made $225 million. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania ended up making $476 million. I do think Fantastic Four will break even, which means Disney won't have to worry about that. Okay? But if it performs like Quantumania, the Disney is in serious trouble, or Brave New World, because it doesn't perform like Superman did. You gotta realize that competition for movies, okay, because Superman dropped 57% mostly because of Fantastic Four, as well, Jurassic World reboot as well. But yeah, Superman we're gonna go over Superman now. Has now made $289 million. It's actually having pretty decent ratings for a superhero movie. It's having pretty great holds day to day, which is unusual for a superhero movie as well. But the movie will likely pass $300 million domestically as well. Internationally, the movie is definitely lagging behind domestically as well, as Superman is not really popular outside the US as well. Okay, unlike Jurassic World, which is more popular outside the US than it is in the US. Okay, so that's a big problem for Superman, but the movie is gonna probably break even. It needs to make around $550 to break even, I think, or 560. It's nearly there. Jurassic World Rebirth, despite not making the same amount of money as the previous films in the franchise, has made back its money because this movie had the smallest budget of all the Jurassic World movies. Yes, it may have been a lower quality movie because of that, but Hollywood's finally starting to learn from the mistakes. You don't need to spend $340 million in every single movie. Yes, $180 million is still a lot of money on a movie, but this movie has broken even a long time ago. It has broken even a long time ago, and it has been making money ever since then. So, as well. But yeah, we have F1, the movie, which has finally broken even. Yes, this movie has finally broken even. It is doing exactly how I predicted it to do internationally. And actually, surprisingly, it has done very well in China, making $51 million in that territory as well. Okay, so yeah, F1 has done very, very well globally. As well, unlike one IP that Hollywood continues to bring back every single year, and that's the Smurfs. Okay, but the international box office might actually save this movie. This movie now is at $48.6 million internationally as well. Smurfs is way more popular outside the US than it is in the US as well. You know. But again, I just don't understand why Hollywood keeps bringing back the Smurfs. Like, this and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are two IPs I really don't understand why Hollywood just keeps bringing them back, expecting these movies to make $1 billion or something, when almost no one cares. Okay, Smurfs needs to be in the grave with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't care how many kids have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shirts. No one is going to go see the movies. No one cared. They released a movie last year. No one, I think it was last year or 2023, no one cared because the Turtles as an IP, people really don't care for that much anymore. Okay, as well. Okay, Smurfs, I think people even care about less. Okay, this box office hopefully will show Paramount Pictures. It was really Sony that made these movies, but now Universal's making them. Hopefully it'll show Hollywood as a whole that Smurfs doesn't need to make a comeback every 5 years, okay? As well, okay? Try different IPs instead of Smurfs for once, okay? Can't wait till we have Smurfs 2030, okay? Can't wait. Another IP that Hollywood continues to bring back is Hollywood. I know you did Red Summer, but this movie I think has broken even as well. And this movie only costed $18 million to make, which means despite the movie being critically panned, it has made a decent chunk of money globally as well. So, good for it, I guess. Then we have How to Train Your Dragon, which is still in theaters, and it is basically done with its box office run, making $606 million, which is a huge amount of money made globally as well. Again, making a decent chunk of money internationally, but you really don't see any huge discrepancies between domestic and international box office as well. Yeah. Then we have Eddington, which is not doing too well at the box office as well. I don't think anyone cares about anything or wanted to see this movie. So yeah, another failure here. Yeah. And then we have a bunch of new movies, The Home. Then we have Elio, which has dropped out of the top 10 movies. Also, Lilo and Stitch is, I don't think it's going to make that much more money globally. It'll probably make decent money globally, but it is not making much more money domestically. It's basically done domestically as well, making $420 million. It has made $1 billion. Yeah, I find it funny. Of all movies, this movie made $1 billion. Not the Minecraft movie, not Jurassic World. I just don't understand how Disney's able to do it. I really don't. Especially to the brand reputation Disney now has. I just don't understand how Disney's still able to do it. Same thing with last year. Okay? We thought we'll get 2023 and Disney's finally done for good. Oh wait, next year Disney has literally all the highest grossing movies of the year. I just don't understand how this is possible. A company as just as hated as Disney shouldn't have any movies in its highest grossing movies. But somehow Disney's magically able to get all these people to go see the movies despite the reputation. I just don't get it. Maybe there is a the sequels and normies, but this year there wasn't really many. There was 2 movies made by Disney. And even if you include all Hollywood movies, it'll be 3 as well, Thunderbolts. And likelihood and later on we'll have Zootopia 2 and Avatar 2 over $1 billion too, which means that will likely kick Brave New World and Superman out of the list. Or F1 the movie I think will be kicked out as well. Maybe Superman will be kicked out too. But I just don't get it. I just don't understand. A company as hated as Disney has all the highest grossing movies of the year. Okay. I just don't get it, but Disney has had a lot of flops this year. Okay. Brave the World may have made a lot of money, but didn't make any money back. So, yeah. That is what this video here. Goodbye.